Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
At the 29-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. On 2nd down, here's Haskins. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long, an early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
Open man is Sims. He's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. On first down, this is Geis. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll run with Geis. And some room to run now. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point good by Hopkins, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
14.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson. He was taken down by Quentin Dunbar.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Let's get the 46-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. To throw is Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the... This is caught at the 20. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now a toss. This is Geis. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Set. With the flag. Watch my board. It's just me. No. It's just me and you. Contract. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch it.
Now on 2nd and 16. Haskins being chased out left. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Bobby Wagner, the former second-rounder out of Utah State, with a sack.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Haskins will throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and it's 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the third time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. Here's Geis. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here we go. 6 yards. It's a party now.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That's it, baby.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 3rd and 6.
Ready. Ancient Gator, Ancient Gator.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Here we go again. Here we go again.
Redskins 7.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Third down, here's Haskins. Oh, he almost had the rare interception. The big fella couldn't hang on, though. Incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Now it's Lockett. 12 yards on the return that time, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
At their own 16-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2nd and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go, G. Here I come.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there.
Check 37. Check 37. Alert. Check. Crunch.
On 1st down, Carson. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Hey, alert. Cut. Shit.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson flush to his right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
Check 55, Mike.
On 3rd down, Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And they're not going to get the snap off. This might back him out of field goal range. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow, out of bounds at the 1-yard line. Could not have thrown that out there any better. When the ball hit the ground, I thought it might go into the end zone the way it was angling, but perfectly jutting out at the 1.
You think maybe what we saw in practice came into play there? You know, he put those big cans down on the sideline and angled for him and shot for him. Looks like it worked out pretty well for him, too.
Haskins from his own end zone, and that's complete. It's Sims. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. On the draw, they go to Geis. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
Check Mike 33. Check Mike 33. He's tired of you. He's tired of us. Mike, check.
On 3rd and 1, it's Haskins. He's going to air one out. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Returnable for Lockett. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Here's Carson. The tackle by Cole Holcomb.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
We got to get the stop here, D. Come on.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Hey, turn it out.
On 2nd down, it's Carson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
He's coming. Double up, double up. Check 24, check 24.
This is Carson. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
55, Mark, 55. Yeah.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on 3rd.
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Mike, 55.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Open man is Metcalf, he's got it. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Let's pick up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time.
Now Wilson on first down. They'll run the screen with Carson. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Wilson, rolling to his right. He'll run it. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left.
4 down. Undercut. Tempo. Watch the safety creep. Shoot. Check 3.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
56 is the mark.
Let's set a tone, fellas.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
A 28-yard gain. And the Seahawks first down.
They'll run on first down. Carson. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Second and 11 at their 48-yard line.
Go team. Left half. 56. Yo. Yo. 56, the mark, boy. 56. Check 56. Alert. Shoot. Good tight. Slam. Watch safety creeping. Good job right there.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson steps away to his left. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground.
Hey, watch your leg.
Check 55, come on. Check.
On third down, Wilson. And a throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shot of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball to their territory.
That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Second down, Haskins. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. A huge play there for Washington. 46 yards.
Redskins first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. This is Geis. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Watch tight end. Everyone, you got 4 down. Go, go. Mark check 33. 33. You get locked in. You get locked in.
On second down, Love. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this.
Geis. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the run.
Second and 5 now. Haskins flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Muhammad Wilkerson sacks him that time, coming in off the edge.
Well, enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now on 2nd and 16. Wilson buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. They start on the ground with Geis. A nice little juke. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. Nothing too fancy there. A simple toss left, but for whatever reason, the defense, they didn't seem ready for it.
Let me continue on with your thought right there, because after the play was over, I kept my eyes on the defenders. Watch them get off the ground, going back to the huddle, shaking their heads and kind of pointing to each other like, what just happened there? I think you were onto something.
He gets it to Sims, complete. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 18 yards that time to push him up, first and goal.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Running. 18 gator. 54 Mike. Squeeze, double. Hey, alert 3.
Geis, they'll try to run it. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down.
Brings up second and goal at the Seahawks 7.
So it'll be second and goal when we return. We've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now from the 7, here's second and goal.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
Now Haskins to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. They run with Geis. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 6 yards puts him right on the doorstep, but now it'll be fourth and goal. They come up in an offset eye. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on fourth and goal. Here we go with Geis, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Darius Geis with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year, as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. (17-17) the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The interception on the last drive proved costly, led to the tying score, so 17 all as they come up on a first down. They're going to get 9 here on first down as he gets this one up to the 34-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a second and 1.
Brings up second and a yard at the 34-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Second and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10.
Hey, 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Operating from the gun, Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On first down, It's Carson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Mike, 55, Mike. Hey, 0, 0, 0. 55, Mike, 55. Hey, eat. Record. Mike, 55, Mike. We got it.
On second and 11 now. Wilson looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 37.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position. Everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner. And with good timing, you get a completion as we just saw there.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check.
They run it with Carson. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. In this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Now it's Carson. And able to work his way down to the 16. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
55. Watch the run. This side, baby. That's an 8 side.
On second down, here's Penny. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
The running game's played a huge part in getting him down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try the left side. Carson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Watch tight end right. Watch tight.
They'll try to run with Carson. And he will be stopped here for no gain, and then it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on what could be a pivotal 3rd and goal now in a tie ball game. A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. They'll try the left side. It's Carson, and he will not be denied. Into the end zone, touchdown Seahawks. Chris Carson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
17.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go!
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's coming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Haskins hit, and he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yep, the opportunity squashed. They'll run on first down. Carson. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Chris Carson with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken very short. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it now because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. Young quarterback, gotta learn. Need to get rid of the football.
Because when you don't get rid of the ball, they accumulate more sacks. But you're exactly right. Internal clock has to go off. Either get rid of it or start to take off and go.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on fourth down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position.
All right, T, let's go. All right, T.
The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 27-yard line.
So the victory here for Seattle. And this not always an easy proposition, Charles. You had a West Coast team that traveled east, but they got the job done.
And there's so much that goes into it because your body time and your body clock different from what you're used to west, because if you go east, you're going to lose up to 3 hours, right? So is your body going to be awake when it's time to play? A lot of teams actually rehearse it. They practice it. Maybe the week of the game, they move everything up